What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm on the VMAX VX2 Extreme GT. Now, I'm not a huge scooter guy. I ride a lot more e-bikes and e-motos or e-motorcycle stuff, but my wife has been begging to get a scooter in the family, and so she's gonna check it out and ride it. I've had a lot of scooter companies hit me up trying to send me their scooter, send me their product, and I've really never wanted to have just a regular scooter from one of these other brands. But when VMAX hit me up, their scooter is originally made in Switzerland. I can tell you this thing is pretty incredible as far as build quality goes. One thing that stuck out right away, and again, I don't have a lot of experience on other scooters, is that the turn signals are integrated into the handlebars so that if you were to dump the scooter or have it fall over, it's not gonna break the turn signal, which is amazing. I love that, as you guys can see there right here. So the first time I got on this thing, I realized right out the box that the torque, it's got really good torque, and it's not a dual motor. And a lot of these scooters have a front and a rear motor, but this is a single motor, and it gets up and going pretty good, the torque. I mean, this thing is just, we're going up a hill right now and it's climbing 18 and a half, 18. I think the top speed on this thing is 25 miles an hour, and apparently it can hold up to 300 or 330 pounds, which is amazing. This also has an integrated bell, and I find this is more I've ridden a lot of Lime or Bird scooters and stuff, but as far as an actual commuter scooter, this is pretty cool. Throw it in the back of your car, put it in your trunk, and if you needed to get somewhere, you could always just pop this thing out. So let me show you guys how easy it is just to collapse it. But I do it has a double system. So basically you pull this thing up here, and then once you pull back, this little knob releases and has a little clamps right here, and then you can just pick it up and go. Same thing when you're opening it, you just open the clamp and then you push it all the way forward. That locks it in one, and then this is where it really locks it in fully. So now it's not gonna collapse on you. As you can see going down a hill, this is a pretty steep hill. I'm noticing that the left is the front brake and the right is the rear brake, but the rear brake is like a drum brake. If the scooter is turned off and you hit the right rear brake, it actually, you can squeeze it all the way to the grip, which I thought, oh, I need to tighten it. But actually, when the scooter is moving and you squeeze the brake, it actually engages pretty well. So obviously, coming from e-bikes, the handling of a scooter is completely different. A stand-up scooter, that is. On an e-bike, I'll take my hands off or whatever. This thing is you take one hand off, you feel like it's getting a little wobbly, but it does feel solid as long as you got both your hands on the handlebars. This particular scooter from VMAX does not have suspension, and so far, let's see, we're about to hit a little bump. I mean, the tires kind of eat it up. They're really small. The tires are tubeless, which is cool, and supposedly the tubeless tires do eat up a lot of the bumps. Whoa, all right, okay, we're in the grass. You know, the little motor's pretty good. I'm surprised. I mean, this thing actually does not do too bad. Oh, we just went through so much water. That's crazy. Okay, I'm surprised, bro. We're going 13 in the grass. That's kind of crazy. Although with these little tires, do not hit a golfer hole. You would be sorry. This kid's squirrely up here, dude. No, you're good. You good? I guess the bell works, but you gotta ring it twice. I feel so high. And I mean high as in elevation, not the other kind right now, because I'm used to sitting down and having a bike with suspension, so I feel I'm just so high up, I can see everything. It's just a different vantage point when you're on a scooter like this, a stand-up scooter. So today I got Mike T in the Place to Be from San Diego out here with me. He's on the P51. We're gonna go up and down a couple hills and see how this thing compares to an e-bike. So this is the VMAX GT, and then they got the P51. So Mike's gonna be on this, I'm gonna be on this, and we're gonna see who wins. For continuity purposes, my battery is at 83, he's at 95. So we'll see who's gonna win. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, where are you going, Mike? Interesting. So this seemed to be a little bit in front the whole time, off the line, but then it stayed pretty much similar. So it's about as fast as a normal e-bike. We're gonna do another test going up a hill, both next to each other, and see up a hill. Usually torque comes in really handy there to see who's gonna win on that. All right, so now we're gonna go up this hill right here. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but it is pretty steep. And same thing, we're gonna see who can get up to the second light pole the fastest. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. I feel the torque off the bat, and I don't have pedals. Mike has pedals, I don't have any pedals. I don't know if pedaling's loud. It's keeping up, I'm definitely keeping up with him, and he's pedaling. All right, now try stop pedaling, just use throttle. So obviously there's no pedals on the scooter, but without him pedaling, this thing would definitely just smoke that the P51 going up this hill. And nothing against P51, again, it's my favorite e-bike out of the box, stock e-bike. But this thing just cruises. And let's see where Mike is. Oh, there's Mike. Hey, Mike. You got a car behind you. The footboard dimensions are 22 inches by 7.5 inches. So I heard that the footboard that they used to use, this is a bit wider. And as we're going over some of these cracks and bumps, I do think that the suspension, or the lack of on this particular one, maybe isn't a game changer, but it just really depends on where you're riding at. One thing I really like about the display that they have on here is that it shows your wattage and your current voltage readout along with your battery percentage, so that way you can kind of monitor everything. Sometimes like the battery percentage on e-bikes and scooters and stuff isn't fully accurate, but when you see the actual voltage readout, that makes it really nice. And then it tells you the wattage under load as well as your odometer. Today we've ridden about 10, almost 11 miles, and the battery's at about 64%. So that actually is pretty good. Seems like you can get close to probably about 35, maybe 40 miles on a full charge. Shout out to VMAX for sending this thing over for a review. I actually really enjoy it, more than I thought I would. If you guys are looking for a scooter, I'll link it down below. If you made it to the end, hit the thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. That's how you collapse it.
Is that good luck or bad luck?
I think that's bad juju, bro. What the fuck?
Anybody out there know how to use a Ouija board?
A small heart-shaped piece of wood or plastic, and watch as it is moved about the board to spell out words.
Yeah, but
this answer is from Wikipedia.
How does it move, bro?
It's supposed to move by itself.
This is some bullshit, bro. Peace out, Ouija board.